Hello, welcome back. Just Licks with Jesse once again. Back with some more Sabaton. A little long overdue, guys. I apologize. It's been a while since my last one. I do love Sabaton, and I've been looking forward to getting back to it. It's just kind of a balancing act of what I react to, and I'm not an organized person necessarily, so point in case, we're here now, and I think that's what matters. So let's just get into it, right? This is the Attack of the Dead Men. Now, I did kind of look into what this was about, and I've heard a little bit about this, what the subject is here. I'm not getting into it now. We'll watch the video, and we'll talk at the end. I'm by no means an expert, and certainly not, knowledgeable enough to really say too much about it, but I'm familiar with at least the idea of where this comes from. So I'm excited to check this out. This is a lyric video, which is cool. So I actually kind of get to follow along with what they're saying, and I get too caught up in an actual proper music video and distracted. Maybe I can, no promises. Maybe I can kind of lean into the actual point of the song more. But without dragging this out, guys, let's get into it. We'll talk more at the end. This is Sabaton, the Attack of the Dead Men.
Wilhelm's forces on the hunt. There is a thunder in the east. It's an attack of the disease. They've been blazing poison gas. 7,000 charge en masse. Turn the tide of the attack and force the enemy to turn back. And that's when the dead men are marching again. Also Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the lead. Once again, 100 men charge again, die again. More Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the lead. Once again, 100 men charge again, die again. To combat and spar, Hindenburg against the Tsar. Moving 12 battalions large into a Russian countercharge. They'll be fighting for their lives as their enemy revives. Russians won't surrender, no, striking fear into their foe. And that's when the dead men are marching again. More Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the lead. Once again, 100 men charge again, die again. More Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the lead. Once again, 100 men charge again, die again. Once again,
So yeah, there we go. Sabaton, the Attack of the Dead Men. So I had something to talk about, but they pretty much said everything I know in the video, which is cool. I dig that. Again, I've said it probably on every Sabaton video. Actually, I'm pretty sure, positive I have, that I love what they're doing and bringing, not necessarily just, I mean, yes, history, but like specific moments in history and specific, like really wild and super interesting, fucked up bits of history, you know, to the forefront and representing it in a way with, you know, cool music. And that's cool. I think that's really good. I think it's great to make history. I mean, history is very interesting anyway. I've said it before in my other videos as well, that I push back. I didn't, you know, when you're young and in school, it can be very droll to like kind of get through some of this stuff. Depending on your teacher, you know, and stuff like that, of course, too. I'm not going to get into what I think about what's happening right now in schools and how they're treating history and rewriting it and all that garbage. That's a joke. It's important to understand what happened before, and understand what people are capable of doing. You know, the horrors of things. You know, we have a bunch of really weak people. I believe nowadays that are brazenly, you know, trying to commit ourselves to conflicts that things don't end well. I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to say yes or no that there's not times for things like this to happen, but it's easy to forget, especially if you don't know how horrible things can be and how horrible war is. You know, again, I'm not saying it's not always justified. I'm not an expert on stuff either, and I'm not going to sit here and call for certain, you know, whatnot. I'm not trying to drag this into anything necessarily present day, but I'm just saying I see a lot of people talking things, and it's like shit can get really awful, really, really fucking quick, really, really quick. Things can get really disgusting, really terrible, really horrifying, and we don't want that. And so looking back at it, it's important to understand and know these stories. And I mean, like I said, again, even as much as I pushed back when I was younger, I still do remember things. And I remember watching, you know, documentaries and even movies and stuff like that. When I was younger growing up, we watched Glory in school when I was young. And I will always love that movie. It's especially as an American, of course, right? That's a really touching thing. And I think, you know, it's important to remember all this that's happened before. You know, I this is not specifically to this song. It is and it's not, but I love what Sabaton does. So, you know, my hat's off to that. I respect it a lot, and they really do present it in a way that's I won't say fun, but you know, catchy, interesting, you know, something, you know, that you can take in a little more easy than reading it out of a textbook necessarily, right? So that's really, really cool and really important. I believe it is. I really do. And but this story particularly, they covered it in the song. So my brief thing, you know, it's like it was in the First World War, Russians and Germans, and the Germans used chemical warfare on the Russians, and the Russians continued to push back despite the fact that they were being, you know, for lack of a better way of putting it, like dissolved by chemicals. And, you know, they appeared as dead men attacking them, and it scared them away, right? That's my understanding of it. And I know there's probably a lot more to this, and please feel free to educate myself and others in the comments below. A lot of Sabaton fans, you guys have been fantastic. You're super well read in history, and you're very concise, and I appreciate that. I do very much. So feel free to lay it out down below. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure there's other people watching this that would love to see that. So don't let me try to pretend like I'm smarter than I am and give more information than I have. That's the broad strokes of what I understand about this. And but on those broad strokes, Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy, and it's horrific. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with any of what I'm saying right now. Just point is, hats off to Sabaton. History's important. The song is badass. The song is about something absolutely insane and horrifying, and they did it well. They did it right. They got the message across. They told the story, and they did it in a way that's also, rocks. That sounds kind of fucked up to say it that way, but that's the best way I can put it. So anyway, that's what I've got. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please let me know what else to check out from Sabaton or other bands. That's fine. If you think I'd like it, let me know down below. The comments are my favorite section. I love that stuff. Of course, I love your subscriptions, guys. I mean, that's what I do this for, right? I mean, I'm not just a whore for subscriptions, but I do like it. It makes me feel good to know, people are watching and want to watch more. So I do appreciate that. If you like the video, please also hit the like button. Notification bell will let you know what to check out next. Feel free to peruse around the other videos on the channel. There might be something else you might like. Maybe you discover something new, maybe a new artist. That's kind of cool as doing a lot of reactions, that maybe you guys discover something you like. You suggest a lot to me and recommend a lot to me. Maybe you'll stumble across an artist that you've never heard of and actually get into. So, a little give and take here. That would be cool. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you listening to me ramble. I know I probably talk circles around this subject. It's a strange one. I don't have anything written down. This is just kind of off the cuff. But I do appreciate y'all making it this far into the video. So until next time, guys, take care.